Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nürburgring Blast. So with the Christmas update on GT Sport, they added 7 new cars, well eventually 7 new cars, and the fastest one is the 4GT. So this is quite an interesting car for Gran Turismo to add because it was the postcard for Forza 7 I believe. So it's interesting to see it now in Gran Turismo. 646 horsepower, so it's pretty fast, and top speed of 217 miles an hour. So this is going to be a good one to take around the Nürburgring and see just how it does. Now, where it will lie with the rest of them, I'm hoping for some good results. I don't think Ford ever took this car to the Nürburgring and did a Nürburgring lap time. So it'll be interesting to see how it does. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right, let's go into this lap. Second gear, final corner. Squeeze on the power. A little bit of oversteer there, a little bit wild. Up to 4th already though. Down to 2nd. Gearbox is really nice in this car. The power band is always there. So the twin turbocharged V6. Anytime you get on the power, you've always got power there, especially when you're on it, which makes it feel nice and predictable. 3rd gear through this first complex. Going to bump the limiter just there. There's no point in going to 4th. Just to come back down to 3rd, dancing on the brakes and throttle, bump the limiter again just there. Right, focus on the exit, up to 4th. Whoa, a little bit of oversteer there, maybe a bit too eager on the power there. Right, up through the gears, towards the flung plats, dab a brake, down to 5th, get the nose back down on the ground, turn her in, back on the power, come on, there we go. See, even then we were down on the revs a bit, but power just pulls back up nicely. Up over the yump here, we're almost at 180 miles an hour. Down to 5th for Schrenenkreuz, back on the power. And then hard on the brakes. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, got on the curb there. Didn't want to. Right, there we go. Right, flat out. Through the foxholes. Line of least resistance needs to be taken here. Up to the top of 6th. We're actually going to dab our brakes as we go through the compression, and then back on the brakes as we come up over the top. A little bit too deep into there. Oh, just about held on to it. Lost a little bit of time there. Right, 2nd gear for the chicane. Right, spot the exit. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. There we go. Right, up through the gears. Pulling through them. So the car feels, at least in GT Sport, pretty long, which it is a fairly long car, and because of that, it does have a nice balance. It does have a bit of understeer on the higher speed things, but it is a road car, so that's kind of what you should expect. This isn't a race car and we're not on race tyres. If I remind you, Nürburgring Blast is the default setup, just how the car comes straight out in whichever sim we use. So this is on Sport Hard tyres, I believe, the 4GT comes with no setup changes, no tweaks, just how it comes. Right, on the brakes early, come on, get it slowed down, there we go. Into the slow corner, keep it nice and tight. Open her out, there we go. Right, you can see, literally as soon as you change gear, you're back right in the crux of the power. So gearbox and engine working nicely there. Dab of brakes, and now on the power, up the hill, come on, there we go. Right, 4th, 5th, I don't know if this left-hander here is going to be flat, we're going to have a lift, and then back on the power, all the way down to 3rd, focus on the exit, come on, it's going to go uphill, come on, there we go. There we go. I did think at one point it might be 2nd gear, but 3rd gear was perfect. Right, up the hill we go. Now, how gonna blend the throttle just there. Front end just doesn't want to bite quite at this kind of speed. We are over 140 miles an hour right now. There we go. Up the hill. Car's still accelerating in 6th gear though. Still good speed. Still rising. Gonna blend out the throttle just to get it back over to the right hand side here. Dab a brake down to 5th. Down to 4th. Oh, only just made it. Right, on the power again. Blind right-hander. Touch the curb but don't hit it. Right, and now we're going to get on the brakes. the carousel complex. Right, come on, turn in. Squeeze the power on. There we go. Rear end just complaining a little bit there. Right, into the carousel. Try and keep up the minimum speed. Just keep a good, smooth speed. There we go. Right, power. Oh, rear end struggling there. Right, up the hill we go. Into the roller coaster section. Gonna try and carry as much speed as possible. Get to the top of the hill here. Oh, just bumped the limiter again, but we'll carry on using third. Right, now we can open her out again. Right, this bit's all about confidence in your car. So far, she has been pretty confident. Just going to use fourth, a little bit of understeer there. We'll abuse the curb on the right there. Down to third, just to encourage the front end to come in. Up to fourth. That's the thing with these kind of flappy paddle gearboxes. You can change corner, change gear mid-corner, something that you just can't really do on a manual car. There we go, power. Bruncheon, get it turned in. Come on, power. There you go, put on a show at the exit there. Right, early brake for this corner. Focus on the exit as we go up the hill. Straighten her up, there we go. Point towards the sky, whoa, rear end. And here we go for the yump. Brakes, front nose smacks the ground. Nearly ran out of road there. Oh, just about on the power. Come on, plenty of corrections going on here. Now this bit's going to be fairly tricky. Get the nose to turn in, understeer. Oh, it's just about kept two wheels on the track there. Right, whew, bit of a workout. Right, into my least favourite set of corners here. That right and this left here. Looks like we apexed it too early. Whoa, and nearly spun it on the exit. Baby carousel. Right, into it. Keep third. And then power out. Come on. Right. Last long corner before Dottinger Her. Down to fourth. A little bit of understeer there. Just missed the apex there. Oh, don't have the confidence to get on the power. Come on, there we go. Now we can. Right, let's see what this 4GT's got down Dottinger Her. Wow. Been a bit of a workout. I don't think we've hit 7th gear so far, so down here we should hit 7th. There we go, 7th. 180 miles an hour. Let's have a look at the rear. The rear wing is still up, so it looks like we're on some sort of track biased setup. It hasn't gone down. 190, so it's still pulling. I'm going to blend just through there. Right, final complex. I'm going to go down one gear. Just give a bit more confidence to the car. Right, hard on the brakes. Use the curb. Whoa! Final corner, second gear. Come on, turn. Shoot for the line. Come on. 4th gear. There we go. Woo! This was good fun. Wow, I enjoyed that, I have to say. What time? A 7:30, so I believe that is a pretty good time. What I'll do is in a minute you'll see the leaderboard and we'll see where it sits. I hope you enjoyed this. This is one of the new cars for GT going around the Nürburgring. Just giving it a good thrashing as much as we can in the short period of time that we've got. If you liked it, please like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. That's perfectly fine. I totally understand that. Until the next time, we'll see you again. Bye.